Okay, so today we've got Ali and Leanne. So Ali and Leanne recently have completed a 6-week SuperWellness Kickstarter program, and really looking forward to hearing from them today, kind of their thoughts on the program and life after the program as well. So if I start with you, Ali, do you want to tell me what kind of motivated you or inspired you, or what made you decide to join up the 6-week program?
Sure. So I've always had an interest in nutrition, but have kind of been feeling my way. And I'm in my 50s, and I'm getting that that kind of like spread across the middle.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why really I just wanted a deeper understanding of what to do at this time of life, really.
Okay, brilliant. And Leanne?
I think for me, I've kind of done Slimming World off and on over the years, and I've always kind of been quite good with my eating, but then got into a habit, especially over lockdown, of having a lot more sugar, moving a lot less, working from home. I've completely lost out on doing a kind of hour and a half or so of walking every day. So I just needed something to kind of motivate me to kind of get back into all of that.
Yeah, just that little bit of accountability for a short while.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. And then, Ali, what were the main changes that you actually made during the course of the program?
So I cut down on sugar, which has been great because I think that's really helped with having a little bit more energy in the afternoons. And I had got into some dreadful habits over lockdown as well, a really bad chocolate habit. I've started cooking a lot more healthily for the family, which has, I hope, been appreciated. I think it has.
And you weren't, sorry, Ali, you weren't a massive fan on cooking, were you really?
I was just doing the same things over and over, and yes, it was just getting a bit boring, really. So we're very mindful to eat a lot more vegetables now, and also I've really upped my protein intake. I think that was one of the reasons why I was just eating too much and reaching for the sugary snacks all the time, because I probably wasn't eating enough protein. So now I'm much more aware of that. Yes.
Okay. And in terms of exercise, have you made any changes with exercise?
I have made a lot of changes with exercise, actually. One of the sessions was around exercise that you presented, and the importance of doing some weight training, resistance training. So yes, on my table just over there are a couple of dumbbells, and when I get the opportunity, I have started using those, and I've also started going running as well, jogging actually very, very slowly, but it's a start.
Great, fantastic. And Leanne, what kind of benefits have you experienced since the program?
I think very similar to Ali. I think protein uptake, that was just a complete game changer for me. I think I've always kind of thought that I ate quite healthily, but then I end up having that lull in the afternoon where you think, oh, I just need something. And like Ali, you kind of reach for the sugary snacks, especially at the moment. I've got a young child at home, so she can just get away with eating a lot more sugar than me. And then you see it and you want it. But since just introducing a lot more protein with every single meal, I'm just not feeling hungry between meals. And that's then in turn kind of made me reduce my sugar, because I'm not grabbing those snacks. I'll allow myself like one small snack in the evening, but it's not because I'm hungry. It's just because I want it kind of at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But that, compared to how it was before starting the course, it's a complete like turnaround on that.
Yeah.
And also the exercise, I think I was always finding that because I was working from home and then my only exercise was really doing the school run, I just felt like I didn't have time to do it. But it was just kind of getting past that mindset and just introducing kind of small changes. And now I'm doing kind of 2.5 hours at the gym every week.
Oh,
so I'm doing yoga, and I'm doing like an aqua class as well. So again, with the kind of resistance training, and I just feel a lot more awake. It's completely different.
Oh, that's really good from both of you. It's so lovely to hear the positive changes, So kind of on a negative note, unfortunately, what have you struggled with in the program, and then kind of particularly how did you overcome it? So you both have mentioned a few things along the way, but Ali, shall we start with you?
I suppose initially I found it difficult to give up those sugary snacks. It had become such an ingrained habit, but I managed to replace those with some of the recipes that you provided us with, which were really helpful actually. So there was a chocolate slab recipe, which was an absolute lifesaver because I was making that on a weekly basis and cutting it into very small cubes and having a few of those throughout the day. But I've actually managed to even cut back on that. So I'm having more time in between meals, which has been really positive. Getting the exercise started, well, it hurts at first, doesn't it? But then you realise that actually that there are benefits to it. And I think that's kind of like helped with my stress levels as well. It's helped to relax me a little bit. So yeah, it's just overcoming those initial hurdles really. So yes, it's from that point of view, it's been really useful.
Great. And Leanne?
I think very similar. I think I initially struggled with increasing the exercise, and then I was thinking, oh, I need these sugary snacks. But once you get past the barrier, if you have a bit of a lull when you first kind of reduce the sugar down, but once you've kind of fought through that a bit, the benefits just so much better than the kind of just shoving another biscuit in your mouth.
Yeah.
But I think having the kind of detailed sessions, I'm always good when I've been given a lot of detail about something. There's kind of facts that you kind of know a little bit about, but you're not fully aware of the ins and outs of it. It's like the getting out in the sunlight helping you with sleeping in the evening because it's boosting the right hormones and everything. It's kind of things that you kind of hear in passing, but actually the detail that you get in the course was really beneficial for me for just kind of getting that into my head a bit more and just giving me the motivation.
Yeah, fantastic. So although we started off thinking it was a negative, you know, you both found ways of overcoming those struggles, which is really great. And
I think, like you say, it's the accountability as well. It's going each week, even though we're not kind of being weighed or anything in front of anyone. It's just you get that little bit of pressure that you're not just in it on your own.
Right. And it's reinforcing the same message every week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So some of these fantastic habits that both of you have now created, how do you feel? It's been a couple of weeks since the program kind of ended. Do you think you kind of, you know, you're going to be able to maintain, or could you tell me one habit you feel you're definitely going to be able to maintain going forward? Ali, do you want to go?
I feel that yes, I will be able to maintain the exercise. I've got a very young dog, and it's really helpful to be able to. It kills two birds with one stone to go out with him running myself, and yeah, exercising him. And actually, my husband's got involved in that as well. He's coming running with me in the evening, so that's been really nice. I'm feeling the benefit of not eating the sugar, and that's the motivation to keep going with that. I've definitely got more energy, which is really helpful. And I don't weigh myself because I find that so demotivating. But I'm wearing a pair of jeans today that I haven't worn for a while because they're definitely a little bit more reduced around the tummy area. So yeah, that would be my my motivation to keep going.
Okay, and Leanne?
Yeah, I think very similar, just having the increased energy. And once you've started something, starting is definitely the hardest part. Once you've started and you've got the benefit of it, it's a lot easier to carry on, and you kind of go past all those barriers. I think I plan my meals a lot more now, and a lot of it is kind of excuses beforehand. You're like, oh, I haven't got time to plan that. I'll just grab that quickly because it's a lot easier. I've got another meeting that I need to go to. But once you kind of plan your shopping and just realize that cooking something healthy is just as quick as cooking something a bit more unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
And Ali kind of touched on a little bit like the impact that it's had on her family. So not only her, but, you know, now her husband's kind of, you know, got involved in as well. What do you feel that you know, has there been a far-reaching impact, not only for yourself, but your family?
Yeah, I think I'm probably a lot less stroppy. I'm getting a lot less mood swings now. I'm having less sugar. So that's obviously going to benefit the family.
Yeah. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay. And then to kind of, a couple of questions just to end off. What would you say to someone who the company they work for has decided to put this program on and they're sitting on the fence? What would you say to them to try and encourage them to join the program?
I'd say go for it. It's been really rewarding, and I feel like I learned a lot, and doing it as a group has been very helpful because the spotlight isn't always on you as an individual. I think it's been really a very rewarding experience.
Oh, fantastic. And Leanne?
Yeah, I was going to say, I appreciate the fact that my company signed up to it because it is a very good benefit. It's something that you wouldn't necessarily choose to do yourself, or you wouldn't have the right resources to find a course like this. So it's been very good. It's been very motivating. My entire team actually did the course.
Okay.
And we've all kind of spoken about it since, and it's just good. I think it makes you happier working as well, because you feel like the company's giving you something as well. And then obviously having increased energy is going to help the company as well, because everyone's going to be a lot more awake, a lot more kind of on it.
Yeah, that's fantastic, actually. And, you know, I mean, what you've said exactly, it's the benefiting the company, but it's benefiting the well-being of a team as well. So Ali, do you think along the similar lines, or what are your thoughts, you know, in terms of encouraging companies to, you know, offer this kind of program?
Yeah, I completely agree. Actually, I was delighted to see that come up. It's something that I've always been interested in, but you know, having access to those sessions probably would have been out of my price range. So the company putting it on, it did make me feel, yeah, that's a really a real benefit. So yes, I would definitely encourage people to take advantage of it.
All right. Well, thank you so much, both of you. Your answers have been really kind of enlightening and inspiring for me. You know, I think because we kind of do this every day, we don't generally realize the impact, you know, that the program does have on people. So it's just really lovely to hear that. So thank you very much.